All right, day 71 of 365 days of meditation. And you may be able to tell by the sound of my voice, but I am fighting a bit of a flu right now. I have all the congestion, but it's not too bad. Today's practice was about an hour long. I did it late morning, I think. Early afternoon, late morning. And I did the same practice I did yesterday, which was Kelly Howell guided meditation. It's called The Secret Universal Mind. That's the name of the meditation. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's not on YouTube, it's on YouTube Music. So unless you have a YouTube Music subscription, I don't think you can access it. I'm not entirely sure though. But I'll post a link to it anyway. Yeah, the meditation's an hour long. I like to do it lying down. It's just sort of a feel-good practice. It's interesting that when I do it, I guess because there's a lot of talking going on in the background, it's not really directing you to do anything. It's more just sort of positive thoughts that are being suggested to you or positive ideas. And so yeah, it's kind of a feel-good meditation. I like to challenge myself in the practice by lying down. So I lie down, get in a comfortable position, and then I usually put a blanket on so I don't get cold. I lie down on the floor. If I lie down on the bed, I'll definitely fall asleep. So I lie down on the floor, and I challenge myself not to move at all during the meditation. So I lie down, I'll be kind of fidgety, and then I'll give myself like a minute to sort of settle in, and then once I settle in, that's it. I don't allow myself to move. And I try to not move at all throughout the entire hour. It sounds pretty easy, harder than it sounds. When I mean don't move, I mean like, don't, no squinting of the eyes or moving of the face or moving the fingers or rolling the ankle or kind of shifting the shoulder or rolling the head around. Nothing. No movement at all. Just completely still. And it's interesting the sensations that you notice in the body when you become completely still. No movement whatsoever. I definitely notice parts of my body that are holding tension. Sometimes I'll breathe intentionally and try and breathe into those spaces and relax, and sort of elongate the breaths. Sometimes I will just listen to the words and go along for the ride. But yeah, it is interesting that I can do this practice lying down and not fall asleep. So I don't know what it is about this particular guided meditation, but yeah. So if you're interested, I did find myself feeling extremely relaxed and in a good mood when I got up from it. Just kind of blissed out. So it's a nice practice for that. I do like doing Kelly Howell meditations in the evening, but yeah, because I'm fighting the flu, I'm kind of low energy. I'm giving myself a break and doing this guided practice lying down. It seems to be less of an energy expenditure than a sort of seated posture meditation, and maybe digging through some deeper stuff in the subconscious or the psyche. I'm just energetically not feeling up to that while I have the flu. So this is a great practice to keep me going. And yeah, it's a good, I guess, form of non-sleep deep rest. So that's it. That's all I have to report on. Outside of meditation, I've been finding, and I found this before, I'm 70 days in now. I found when I was meditating daily for I think about 3 months, 4 months, I was noticing sort of little interesting sort of serendipitous things occurring. I'm starting to notice some of that. I'm feeling like a little bit of momentum. I'm thinking about something and then it kind of pops up a couple days later, or maybe even sooner than that. And who knows what that is exactly. Maybe just the fact that I was thinking about it makes me more likely to recognize it in my day-to-day life, or maybe something else is going on. But yeah, I wish I could have an example off the top of my head, but I don't. And I'm tired and my brain is not functioning at full capacity at the moment. So maybe I'll think of an example in a future video. But that's it for today. That's all I've noticed in the practice and from today's practice and just in general. Other than that, feeling great. Mood is great. So that's really the purpose of this more than anything, other than just the adventure of seeing what 365 days of meditation brings. In the back of my mind when I started, the hope was that, my mood would stabilize, I'd feel better. And I do. I feel quite motivated and positive and feeling quite productive again, even with the flu lately. And yeah, good frame of mind. So who knows if it's the meditation or if I'm just noticing the ebbs and flows of life. Anyway, that's it for today. In closing, if you're struggling at all with your mental health, ruminating, excessively worrying, catastrophizing, if you're feeling anxious or depressed or, God forbid, suicidal, if you're just unable to cope with your mental or emotional state, talk to somebody. That's really the purpose of these videos, is to talk about mental health in the hopes that somebody who, is struggling with their mental health might come across them and realize they're not the only one, or somebody may feel sort of empowered or encouraged maybe to reach out and talk to somebody about any mental health struggles that they're currently going through. And that's why I'm posting these videos. So yeah, that's it. The end. And have yourself a good evening. I'm gonna go drink some tea and go to bed. Bye.